All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Mike, 315. 12. Check safety.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Walk 54. Let's go. Check.
On second and inches, Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that takes us from second to third down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches.
Check 50. 95. Check 26.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good job right there. I'll go special.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the twits. Blue draw Corkers. 12, 50. Hey, exit.
Brady going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Team 6.
Now Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. 380. 3 bucks. Shit. 12.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side. Hey, 0.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Patriots nothing.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Hey, 66. We take wins home. Sugar.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Or the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That's me. Hey, Charlie. Let me kill.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. This is Carson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson's pass complete to DK Metcalf. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
51 the mark, 51. Mike, 51. Watch the screen.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
51's the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On first down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike 50. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one complete to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Bang out. Got it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mike 27. Ready? Hey, check Mike 27. Hey, Alpha. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 27. Sugar. Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He fights him off, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch 80. We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload. Overload. 2-6.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go deep. Man left, man left. 3 down.
First down, here's White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I got him, on me, on me. Let me shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Ozzie! Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hey, high 7. Check Mike 11.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
380. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Safe. Check. Lucky. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 99.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. John Simon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Brady gives to Michelle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field, sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On third and long, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On first down, Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Brady. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
Hey, go 66. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Sanu on the catch. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Go.
Hey, watch the ship. Hey, check Mike 11. Hey, here I come.
Go, Bandit.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's White. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
14. Spot that. Let's go, defense.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They run it with Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Buzz. Hey, check Mike 27. Check.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down, Michel. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I got it. Sugar.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 11. Let's go! Watch the run. Watch ball 50.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 37. 72.
Brady again here on second and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Harry. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Check it.
Brady now to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 14-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11.
Hey, Alabama.
Let's get in their holes. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Hey, Alabama.
One final try now for Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked